Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to our channel. It has been a busy morning out in the garden. We have picked a lot of produce. We've picked a bunch of peppers, onions, and even some zucchinis that we kind of let get away from us. So today we're going to make a zucchini relish, and it's a good way to use your vegetables. For us, we don't use any pesticides, so we know that this relish is healthy and you know exactly what's in it. And you would never know that it is made from zucchinis. So why don't you come with us and I'll show you exactly what to do to make your own fresh zucchini relish. This recipe will yield 4 half pints. What we're going to need is 2 cups of chopped zucchini. Make sure it is chopped finely and it's diced in very small pieces. You're going to need 1 cup of chopped onions, and you're going to need 1 cup of peppers. If you don't have green peppers and you want to use a red pepper, that's fine too. It'll give it a little bit of an extra color. But for us, ours haven't turned yet. They're supposed to be yellows, but they're still green and they're very large, so I wanted to pull these out of the garden and actually use them today. So this is what we're going to cut up into small pieces. Once you get these cut up, you're going to sprinkle them with salt, and then you're going to cover them with cold water, and you're going to let them stand for 2 hours in this solution. This is how small and finely chopped we made our green peppers for this. When it comes time to cut your zucchini, mine was relatively a larger size, so I peeled the skin off. You don't have to do that, but with the larger zucchinis, the skins do get a little bit tough. So I just trimmed those off, and then you're going to want to make sure that you take the seeds out as well. So cut these seeds out, and then all you're left with is the flesh part, and that's what you want to use. So you're going to need 2 cups of this flesh chopped up. Our vegetables have all been chopped up, so what we're going to do is we're going to sprinkle some salt on the top of this. Mix that all in. And this is just our onions, peppers, and zucchini. And then we're going to cover this with cold water. Now that we have this covered with water, we're going to set our kitchen timer for 2 hours. And I'm just going to throw a towel over top of this just to keep any, we get those, I don't know what you guys call them, I'll just call them gnats. And I don't want anything getting into this, so I'm just going to throw an old tea towel over it and set our timer. Once our timer goes off, then I'll show you how to make the brine. After 2 hours is over, take your mixture and strain it, and then rinse it off really good to get all that salt off of it. To our stock pot, we have put all of our mixture in the bottom of this. To it, you're going to add 1 cup of apple cider vinegar. Next, you're going to add 1 3/4 cup of sugar. And then we're going to add our spices. I wanted to show you, we buy our spices in bulk. So I was able to get this whole container of mustard seed for $2.16. Same with celery seed. This whole container was $1.88 for celery seed. So sometimes it's good to go to bulk stores to get your spices that you're going to need to can with, because they are so inexpensive at these types of stores. With the celery seed, we're going to do 2 teaspoons. 1, 2. Mustard seed, we're going to do 1 teaspoon. Get yourself a ladle of some sort. I'm using my slotted ladle because it's going to be easier for me to pack the vegetables into the jars first and then ladle the brine second. So I'm just going to use this to stir this all up. And what you're going to do is bring this to a boil and then reduce your heat and then let it simmer for 10 minutes. Our 10 minutes is up. So what we're going to do is we'll start with this jar here. Our jars are very hot. They just came out of the water bath canner. So we're going to use our slotted spoon to put in the zucchini mixture first. Now into each jar, you can add this or not, it's up to you, but you can put up to 1/8 of a teaspoon of pickle crisp in here to keep everything crunchy. So that's what we're gonna do. And then we're gonna take our ladle and get the broth and take it up to 1/4 inch of headspace. Once your jar is filled, take your knife or your debubbler and go around each edge here just to make sure that you have all of the air pockets out. Take your wet paper towel, go around the top to get all of the brine off of it because it is going to be sticky with all of that sugar. And then go ahead and put your lid on and your ring. Finger tight. And then it can go into the canner. This recipe is water bath canned, so this will go right into the water bath canner. Continue filling all of your jars until they are full, and then I'll show you what to do next. All of our half pints are in the water bath canner, so we're going to drop this down in, and once it becomes a rolling boil, we are going to process these for 10 minutes. Now make sure that if your altitude is different than the recommended, to add additional minutes to it. So for myself, I need to add an additional 5 minutes. So I will be processing mine for 15. We ended up with 8 half pints of zucchini relish. And like I said, these are good on sandwiches like hot dogs, hamburgers, or even if you want to use it in egg salad and stuff too, it's good in that. So give it a try and let me know what you think in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day.